These videos weren't filmed, weren't animated, but simply described. Two AI giants go head to head and you decide who wins. Kling AI's Model 2.1 versus Veo 3. Kling or Veo, who rules the AI world? And what's the difference between Kling 2.1 and Kling 2.1 Master? And with that, a warm welcome to independent friends. Today, we're going to find out who rules the AI video world, Kling or Veo. Let's see how the cappuccino tastes with the most incredible AI videos. We're diving right in. Let's go. Quick support and like check. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, feel free to do so now and leave a thumbs up to support me. Let's continue. Kling 2.1, the creative video giant from China with image to video, or Veo, Google's answer to all creative AIs. Both turn text into images, but who does it better? Kling's 2.1 model was freshly released, right after Veo 3 was launched. Coincidence? I don't think so. I think someone has created something really amazing here. But let's get started right away. I've created various scenes and you get to decide who did it better. Let's start with the wild Savanna expedition. An animal researcher is in the Savanna, observing lions, and something extraordinary happens. This is the result from Kling AI. Pretty impressive. But now let's take a look at Veo 3 and try not to pay attention to the sound. Try to judge only the visuals.
We have to be very quiet now.
Both are very impressive. Write in the comments, Scene 1, Veo or Kling AI. I already have a favorite, but I won't reveal it until the end. Okay, let's move straight on to Scene 2, one of our standard tests, the Amazon fighting an orc. We've tested this with all the models and it was always cool. This time though, we're trying to have them talk to each other first before the fighting starts. This is the result from Kling 2.1. Very cool, even if the fight scene at the end is a bit weird. And now we come to Veo 3. Again, try to judge only the visuals.
You will regret this.
I will crush you.
Both are breathtaking. But which one is your favorite? Write it in the comments. Scene 2, Kling or Veo? Let's move on to the third comparison of the two models, namely our all-time favorite, the panda driving through the Fairytale forest. For Kling, this was always an easy exercise. With Kling 2.1, it's even more impressive, because now there are even more creatures included. Take a look at the result from Kling 2.1. Pretty fresh, right guys? And here is the result from Veo 3. Forest shines so bright and grand with mushrooms taller. Write in the comments, Scene 3, Kling or Veo. I'm really curious to see how you voted. Veo can do a lot, but Veo can't do image to video, and that's essential for AI filmmakers. When it comes to image to video, Kling 2.1 really shows what it's capable of. Friends, Boss Panda in a suit with a banana and ice-cold determination. I'm switching to Kling 2.1. Soon we'll also take a look at Master and set Boss Panda's picture as the first frame. With the new 2.1 model, there is no end frame, whether with or without Master. That's why we're going with it. It's enough if you just describe what you want in keywords, and the integrated DeepSeek large language model will perfect the prompt. With image to video, you have no control over the aspect ratio. It uses the aspect ratio of whatever you upload. But let's take a look at the first result from image to video. Stylish, calm, and almost eerily cool. Boss Panda like we've never seen him before. Very determined. The OGs among you know the Banana Girl test. Currently, every new video model passes the Banana Girl test, and I've come up with something new, friends. Now, Banana Girl won't just eat the banana, but before that, she'll push the banana through a donut. This makes the logic even stricter, and that was the result from Kling 2.0, the previous model. It was still a bit confused here, but now let's test Kling 2.1 Master. For this, we voted in the community Discord on what the new Banana Girl test image should be, and this one won. I'm setting it up here on Kling 2.1 Master. Kling 2.1 Master also doesn't have an end frame, only a start frame. I'll enter something short here again. She pushes the banana through the donut and bites off the banana. Then I'll let DeepSeek optimize the prompt. Click on Generate. Those 100 credits really hurt. Let's go. This is the result from Kling 2.1 Master. More or less successful, so she bites into the donut, but the first action is good. She pushes the banana through the donut. Kling 2.1 has two modes, Master and Non-Master. What are the main differences? First of all, the Master mode costs almost 3 times as much, 100 credits. In return, you get an HD image with 1080 resolution. The Non-Master mode costs 35 credits, so that's 75% less. But for that, you only get a 720p resolution, not Full HD. I compared both models using exactly the same prompt and the same set of image-to-video pictures, and here are the results. Banana Girl, who pushes the banana carefully through the donut and then takes a bite, is shown once with Kling 2.1 without Master, and here again once with Master enabled. Here are both again in a direct comparison. Which one do you think is better? And for me, there's a clear winner without Master. The difference in resolution can easily be compensated for by upscaling. For the next episode of the Banana Girl podcast, there's also a bit of movement included. To do this, I compared Kling directly and described the scene in which she stands up and walks towards the camera, once with and once without a Master. Here is the scene without Master. Very impressive. And here is the one with Master. Here are both again in a direct comparison. Which one do you think is better? And here too, for me, the clear winner is again without Master, the more affordable option. You have to wonder why a model is made so expensive when overall it's actually a bit worse and only the resolution is better. But luckily, we've figured that out now. By the way, the new episode of the Banana Girl podcast gave me a sleepless night. Not for the faint of heart. It's extreme. What's going on there? And I'm starting to think it was a mistake to have done it. It's being released now and is linked in the description. Veo scores points for audio and directness, while Kling stands out for control and style. Additionally, the Kling platform offers significantly more options, possibilities, and formats. For example, I can also create vertical formats there, whereas with Veo, I can only make 16:9 videos. For me, both have their pros and cons. Personally, I find Kling AI a bit more aesthetic. Especially the eyes glitch less there. Of course, the audio is missing, but that can always be added afterwards. But there's also the question of price. Kling is clearly ahead in that regard. If you generate a video with Kling 2.1 without Master, it costs 35 credits, and for $7 a month, you get 660 credits. So you can make over 20 of these videos. Whereas with Veo, generating 8 seconds costs 100 credits, and there, 1000 credits cost 20 euros. Which means 2 euros for an 8-second clip, while with Kling AI, it's about 30 cents for a 5-second clip. So here too, there's a clear price difference. If you want to know how to use Veo 3 in Germany, I've made a video about it, which I'm linking now. It has to be said, it's May 2025, and we've already come this far with video generation tools. Honestly, I wouldn't have thought that last year. If things keep moving at this pace, where will we be next year, friends? Friends, the cappuccino tastes like a very good and affordable challenger for Veo 3. The only thing missing is the audio, but they're already working on that. Did you enjoy the video? Then feel free to support me with a like and subscribe. I hope to see you next time. Until then, feel free to check out one of these 2 videos.